But in '92, there was no laughter over the divisive issue of abortion. The Supreme Court narrowly upheld the legality of abortion, but the ruling did little to cool passions on either side. And in the '92 political year, AIDS gripped the nation.
We are part of the American family. And Mr. President, your family has AIDS, and we're dying.
But HIV is different. We have helped it along. We have killed each other with our ignorance.
The epidemic continues to affect us all. Children.
Do it and die.
Parents.
You know, and I swore I would grow up and teach my kids that sex was fun and it was healthy. And now all of a sudden I have kids and it's not healthy, it's deadly. So, you know, what do I tell them?
The anonymous in the streets.
In all likelihood,
and the famous in full public view.
I have known since the time of my brain operation in September 1988 that I have AIDS.
Coming up, a blow to organized crime and what happened in the world of music. When a year in review, the Images of '92 continues. Welcome back to a year in review, the Images of '92. A powerful year in law and order. The most devastating, as we said earlier, the LA riots. But '92 will also be remembered as a year when the good guys won. John Gotti, the alleged boss of the most powerful organized crime family, couldn't escape in '92. The head of the Gambino crime family received a life sentence without parole for racketeering and murder. It was the sweet singing of Sammy the Bull Gravano, the underboss of the Gambino crime family, that ultimately put the so-called Teflon Don away for good. Gravano dealt a blow to the mob that would be felt forever. Meanwhile, the youngest heavyweight champion in the world received a blow he wasn't able to deflect. Mike Tyson was convicted of rape and 2 counts of criminal conduct after Miss Black America contestant Desiree Washington handed in the most crushing defeat of his life, a 6-year prison sentence.
I know basically I'm innocent.
Dethroned hotel queen Leona Helmsley is making her own bunk beds these days and eating her meals in a prison cafeteria rather than the Helmsley Palace. The Queen of Me began serving a 4-year sentence in '92 for evading $1.7 million in federal income taxes.
We have paid our taxes before, we are paying our taxes now, and we will go on paying our taxes.
Enough evidence turned up to finally send serial killer and proven cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer to jail. Dahmer was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms in prison. Still, it was Russia's Andrei Chikatilo that shocked the world and set a gory record for cannibalizing 53 boys and girls. Tabloid TV served the public the year's hungriest tale of sex, money, and murder for hire. Long Island teenager Amy Fisher went to prison for shooting her alleged lover's wife, Mary Jo Buttafuoco. This reported love triangle also included teenage prostitution, betrayal, and attempted suicide. Stay tuned. Both Amy Fisher and the Buttafuocos have sold their stories to movie producers. Frustration over shootings in the LA riots touched the music world as well. The song Cop Killer from rapper Ice-T's album Body Count brought so many objections from the police and public that Ice-T himself had to make a concession.
I'm going to make the request for Warner Brothers to take the song off the LP.
I have not ordered anyone to kill anyone. I do not advocate anybody killing anybody.
Female rapper Sister Souljah took the heat too for comments she says were taken out of context. But if shock value was part of the music scene in '92, Madonna topped the chart with her latest video, Erotica, and her book, Sex. While Madonna was freeing her body, In Vogue, the funky divas of soul were freeing their minds as the hottest new girl group of the moment. They're being called the Supremes of the '90s for rhythm and blues. Pushing the boundaries in rock and roll for the year were the alternative bands, and many hail from the Puget Sound area in Seattle, like Nirvana. Soundgarden. Pearl Jam. Grunge, music, and fashion have earned Seattle the title of the new rock mecca. And pre-teen rappers, Criss Cross, were trendsetters in music and fashion as well. Their song, Jump, topped the charts, and their oversized, backward fashion statement was a hit on the street also. Still, nothing conquered the music scene like country. Grammy winner Garth Brooks continued to rope in the bucks. Brooks had some company in '92. Newcomer Billy Ray Cyrus came out of nowhere with the fastest-selling debut album in history, Some Gave All, featuring Achy Breaky Heart.
I see myself as Billy Ray Cyrus from Flatwoods, Kentucky, a man that makes music the way that he feels it.
A look at the biggest scandals and gossip of '92, plus what goes up must come down when we take a trip through space. Next, on A Year in Review, the images of '92. Welcome back to A Year in Review, the images of '92. Gossip and scandals are a big part of any year, but when it came to the presidential election, the rumor mills were working overtime.
Yes, I was Bill Clinton's lover for 12 years.
This allegation from one-time cabaret singer Jennifer Flowers nearly withered Bill Clinton's campaign in the primary. Clinton admitted knowing Flowers, but denied they had had an affair and went on 60 Minutes to save his candidacy. Even President Bush couldn't escape the rumor mill about an alleged first mistress.
And I'm not going to respond, other than to say it's a lie.
Scandals also rocked the royal palace walls in England, as all evidence pointed to a split between Prince Charles and Princess Di. Prince Charles's alleged relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles was just the tip of the iceberg. Princess Di took center stage when a tell-all book revealed her problems with bulimia and an attempted suicide. The delicious scandal fest didn't stop there, as Prince Andrew said farewell to Fergie. Their divorce is set for '93. It's no surprise, as a topless Fergie got the third degree. Was it life imitating art in Woody Allen's Husbands and Wives? In his real life, Mia Farrow has charged Allen with allegedly abusing their daughter Dylan. This after Allen's shocking proclamation of love for Farrow's adopted daughter, Suni.
In the end, the one thing I have been guilty of is falling in love with Miss Farrow's adult daughter at the end of our years together.
Speaking of husbands and wives, longtime womanizer Warren Beatty finally tied the knot with Bugsy co-star Annette Bening. Don't despair, the arrival of baby Kathleen gave Beatty another woman to swoon over.
Kathleen is in great shape.
You can't say Oprah Winfrey is all talk and no action anymore. She's finally getting hitched to steady beau Stedman Graham. Oprah says it's time to say, I do. And because radio shock jock Howard Stern is always talking about doing it, he's being fined for airing indecent material. Stern was shocked himself when his late-night TV show was canceled in '92.
Navy boys of Endeavour on a satellite rescue mission.
Controversy also skyrocketed in America's space program in 1992. Critics said the agency favored unneeded big-ticket projects.
Okay, that sounds good. We got...
The rescue of the Intelsat 6 satellite was used as an example.
Okay, sounds good. We'll have some words for you shortly.
A $360 million shuttle mission to rescue a $150 million satellite.
When I was looking at it, I can't see the left one because
But no one could argue with the skill, courage, and beauty of the rescue mission.
It almost looked like you stopped the rotation. I think you did something. You stopped the rotation and wasn't enough to fire the latches. Yeah, real easy, guys. Real easy. Don't bring us any closer, Dan. All got a good grip? Yes, sir. Houston, I think we got a satellite.
After 2 failed attempts, 3 astronauts finally nabbed the wayward satellite with their gloved hands, all while speeding at 17,000 miles an hour. NASA's unmanned program continued to get a big bang for the buck. Using the COPE satellite, astronomer George Smoot detected faint temperature variations in the most distant matter ever detected.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I mean, we now have a theory of the universe that goes from creation to now.
The discovery provided long-sought evidence for the Big Bang theory